Friendship supreme. Friendship supreme. Finding the geek within.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to an exciting episode of Friendship Supreme. I'm Michael, and
This is Kleve. You gonna introduce me for me?
Yeah, man, at this point...
Full throttle, huh?
I went hard on the paint. And we're the podcast that dares to ask, why is it okay to kill the animals in Mario, but we're saving the animals in Sonic?
You want an next answer?
Yeah.
I think it's because Mario is an animal, so we care about other animals. Or Sonic
is an animal, so he does...
Mario is whatever. He's...
Italians don't care about mushrooms and turtles and...
Nah, man, it's his favorite meal.
Word.
Put it on the pizza.
You're welcome, guys, for that.
Before we start anything,
yep.
as I was getting ready to shoot this, heard a news article that I feel like you should also hear. Okay, there's a video on YouTube, if anybody wants to look at it, from CBS Channel 2 News. Suzanne Marquez. This is her report. You know the characters that they have on Hollywood Walk of Fame, where you can stop and take pictures of them?
Yeah.
And they're real territorial and kind of jerks sometimes?
No, I didn't know that, but yes, I can believe it.
Okay, so... The fight erupted on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in front of the TCL Chinese Theater. At the beginning, we see Mr. Incredible and Batgirl struggling. Chewbacca tries to break it up. Batgirl scratches Mr. Incredible. Waldo and Freddy Krueger step in. They try to hold back Mr. Incredible, who gets loose, chases Batgirl, throws a punch, kicks her, and then flips her on the sidewalk. Bystanders chase him off. That's a real news report. That was said on the news, which makes it better.
Do you happen to remember there was a song called The Ultimate Showdown that came out? Because that's that in life.
It was so great. I heard it on the radio and I was like, oh my god.
I didn't realize they were that territorial.
And what's funny is they're all masks, so nobody knows who this guy is. So he just ran off, and that's going to be the end of that story. I mean, I guess he can never come back as Mr. Incredible. But... now the police are involved and stuff like that, but just the report itself, it's sad that it happened. Shouldn't have happened. But just that blurb.
Like, you feel bad for the people involved, but at the same time you want to laugh because it's like...
Freddy Krueger and Waldo tried to make sure it didn't happen. And just couldn't get a head on it.
They both have, like, striped sweatshirts, so, you know, it's like a
bros, yeah.
Bros for life, obviously. Well, it could be a before and after, actually. Maybe someone finally found Waldo,
like
and it didn't go well for him.
Yeah, so I just thought everybody should know that.
Yeah, I did not know that they were that territorial.
Uh-huh.
I do know there's currently a Donald Trump down there, so I wonder what his involvement was.
They're kind of... I can see that. Does the little Donald Trump have like a little small wall in front of him?
If he doesn't, he's really missing out.
There's an opportunity right there that he's creating for you.
So it's not only Funko that needs to hire us, really it's just everybody. If you've got a job where you're like, man, I really need some good ideas, here we are. But yeah,
we can continue with the episode now.
You know what, in all honesty, as the ambassador of California, it's not a surprise that happened. I once met Michael Jackson there. For a long time I thought it was the real Michael Jackson.
How'd that go? What age were you? Was it okay?
I was like 10. We took a picture, okay, man?
I bet. Anyway. Michael and I were thinking of an interesting topic that I brought up to him and that we'll bring up to you guys also, and you can comment down below. Video game tattoo. It's funny that I bring this up to you because I brought it up to you before I remembered you actually have a tattoo.
I do.
Because I was thinking it's been a long time since the needles hit the skin for me.
I had one not too long ago, actually. November.
Yes.
January. February.
I only have 3. One of them's obnoxiously big, and then 2 small ones. Michael has...
One is really big of yours.
Yeah.
1, 2,
Nipples.
3,
Nipples.
4,
All nipples.
5. 5.
You went 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, technically, so that is the word Ohana. And then I just got this one for my mom. She's still alive, but I love her, and that's for her. And then there's a 3-leaf clover at the Irish flag. Green, white, and orange, because I'm Irish.
Real quick, why would we just go with a 4-leaf?
It's actually the Irish culture-wise, they don't really like the 4-leaf clover. Doesn't mean a whole lot to them, and because the flag is 3 colors, it made more sense to do the 3 colors. Fun fact to that: I had to go to 4 different tattoo shops to get this tattoo done because apparently the 3-leaf clover, if done with just green leaves, is like a Aryan Brotherhood kind of tattoo, which didn't know. I didn't find that out until later. People just kept telling me, no, I can't do that tattoo, and I would go on to the next one. And finally some guy was like, oh, it was like, yeah, that kind of sounds cool, and I was explaining to him how I wanted different colors and stuff. He goes, oh, okay, I can do that. And then they explained to me why, apparently, previously, other people wouldn't do it for me.
So you almost accidentally joined the gang?
Yeah. The Aryan Brotherhood, apparently.
Logically.
And then I have my family crest on my right calf. And then, yes, my video game tattoo. This is my first tattoo ever.
On that massive 22 right there?
Yes. My first tattoo ever that I got at 18 years old was not drunk, surprisingly. Was for Gears of War. Big reason behind that is, at the time, I was staying with some friends up in Chicago who I met through Gears of War. And long story short, it's actually the same group of people that I somehow met my wife through. So without that game, I wouldn't be married to my beautiful wife. So that tattoo.
Without taking a chainsaw to the neck on a alien?
Yeah, the Locust. Man, one of the greatest games of all time. Like I think it fell off. Like one of the greatest Xbox games to ever come out, and I think it really fell off towards like the 3rd one. Supposedly it got really good again, but
I randomly played the 4th for a little bit.
I don't even think
I bought it. It was like $15.
I bought the 3rd one and it was so bad to me that I was like, I don't want to touch this anymore. That's what she said.
It's interesting because the video game tattoo, if you don't choose correctly, you could be like, why'd I get this? You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. For lots of people, they got video game tattoos.
Like if you get the Apex symbol and then like the game fades off.
Yeah.
You got to pick the right franchise.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a really bad franchise that looked like it was going to do really well and then did horribly, but...
E.T.
Well, I mean, you got an E.T. Atari tattoo. I feel bad for you in more than one way, man.
I can't think of any other game.
That is...
Shaq Fu.
Hey, they came back.
They did.
Well,
I don't know if it went better, but yeah.
I don't know. I've almost bought it a couple times, so don't worry.
I'm sure, man.
We'll eventually buy it and play it for you guys.
Oh man, tournament?
Yeah.
Yes.
But yes, so Kleve came up with the idea of if we could have any video game tattoo, where would we have it and what would it be?
And then you said,
I already have a video game tattoo.
At 18. Just real quick, 'cause how many did you say you have?
5.
And how many were you intoxicated?
None.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't believe in the whole getting intoxicated. But a big part of me is like
You don't.
getting intoxicated for a tattoo. Hold on.
There we
sorry.
go.
Sorry.
That doesn't. I'm not saying that you got intoxicated for the tattoo. I'm saying you might have gotten intoxicated and said, "Woo, tattoo."
No.
Interesting.
Yeah, no. I'm like I think you have to go through the pain to like earn the tattoo. I guess. Stupid mentality, but. I wanted to hear Kleve's idea first, but I'll give you my idea first.
I mean, I can go first.
First off, obviously, my novelty idea would be, Stephanie, avert your ears. Can my business be the flagpole and a little tiny Mario sliding down it?
How do you?
I don't even care.
As the tattoo reflect sliding down. There's little lines.
Well, in fairness, the business fluctuates, so I guess that could be the sliding part.
Yeah, but what's your skin doing where it makes it look that way? I think.
I don't even know. It's not good.
If anything, you should put like Yoshi eyes on the pelvis.
Okay. And then you, yep.
And then
Well, you have to go solid green for everything else.
and then it could have it be his mouth, and then like the tongue coming out.
Even better. Okay.
If we're gonna go that route,
it's still a solid color. Okay, but that was obviously just a joke. I would never do that, and I don't advise anybody ever get any.
remember how like at the apples and stuff.
Yeah.
Continue.
I don't advise anybody out there getting their genitalia tattooed.
But if you do, you can send it to Supreme.
Please don't send pictures of your genitalia to Prince.
Hold on, if it's tattooed like Yoshi, I'm kind of curious. As long as you're of age.
This brings up a great point. If you have any really cool tattoos that you guys would like us to see or feature on any of our social media, please send them to us. Genitalia free. You can send them to us at friendship.supreme @gmail.com.
So boring. Anyway, fine. Do you want me to go first? I'll go first.
Here's so my real idea. I would like for a little tiny Mario, and I've seen them do this before, so I know that it can be done and make it look cool. But like an 8-bit Mario, where it looks like he's like doing the little punch up, but like his arm goes into becoming my arm.
I've actually seen quite a bit of those. I've seen
like a Hadouken.
I've actually seen someone with the Mario one also. Your train sucks. It does it on purpose. I know.
Yes,
it
I
does.
live near trains.
Yeah, we've
I'm
known.
just gonna hear it.
Okay. Yeah, I can
So you
do that.
Stop Union Pacific.
I gave you more credit though because I was thinking you were going the most obscure of things. And
I dabbled with some obscure video games and then thought there was.
or like the Diva Bunny or something.
Yeah, like I don't know that I'm to a point of getting Overwatch tattoo, and here's why. We played Overwatch a lot for like the first. Well, I've played it from day one till recently, and then you, I, and my wife have played it a lot within like the last year, and then I got to a point where I got burned out, and that concerns me. Like it's much like the Gears of War. Like I can still say, to me, I can justify Gears of War because again, that's how eventually I met my wife. With Overwatch, like if I get a small Overwatch tattoo and then later on I despise Overwatch, it'll be kind of because I thought about like even the Houston Outlaws logo. Like I really just like that logo.
The
two guns
the
that
two
make
guns
a steer.
yeah.
I really like that logo. I think it was a brilliant job on their marketing team. But
Well, see, I didn't peg you as a big Mario fan.
I think that's the classic thing. I think
Okay.
you know like. You
So
pay
then you
your,
can
pay
get
your dues to the
E.T..
classics. Yeah, E.T. I thought about if I could think of something cool with Star Fox, I would probably get that because I preferred Star Fox as a kid.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I could think of something that would be obscure enough that I would get a tattoo of it, unless you're just getting the whole starship. But
It might be cool to get like a bird flying V of the ships,
yeah,
and just maybe throw stars randomly. Not black out your whole
maybe
forearm,
just
basically.
just a small pixelated tattoo of Slippy.
Yes. Or can it just be Slippy's picture with a little verbiage?
Yeah, that would be worth it.
Yeah. Good, done. I've changed your mind. Okay, my tattoo was a PlayStation 2 game called Gitaru Man. It came out in 2002, rhythm-based game, and if I have to try to tell you what the story of it is, you are a character named A-1, and you find out that your dog can speak to you, and it provides you with this guitar that transformed, almost like a Shazam transformation, but for the guitar. And then you find out you have to fight other villains who also have instruments.
It sounds like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Kind of, but I get credit because it's before that. And then you have to button mash and hit the same notes and, make sure to counteract. But all the villains have different instruments, obviously. And one of the villains was a character named Mojo King B. And he had a saxophone. And it was my favorite stage. I'd probably get a little Mojo King B right there. Because it would be the most obscure thing that would make me the happiest. And you would know the true fan of it when someone actually was able to go, oh,
Nobody, man.
I recognize
There's literally
that.
nobody in this world.
I know 2 off the top of my head.
Are there people you knew before you met that or played that video game?
Yes.
Give me for a second. Who likes that? What is this game?
You can't down talk it when you don't know it.
You're right.
So suck on that. I even went so far as to go buy another PlayStation 2 and find that game, which is not easy to do anymore.
It's not.
It's rounding out at about $50
What if you got like just a band
for a $20 game I used to get.
like a band around, like it's kind of like a tribal band, but it's the Konami code? I feel like that's a pretty recognizable one though.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would. I mean, that's definitely an obscure tattoo. I wouldn't have gotten it.
I know you wouldn't have. And that's why I win.
Well, whether you win.
Well, I changed your mind too. Because for a while I thought Sonic. Because Sonic was always my one guy. Like I was
Is it
on
the hair?
I was on the Sega.
You guys have the same hair.
Yes, exactly what it was. Because I've had this hair since '96. Because I was always on the Sega train, but I just can't put enough faith in him to. Nor could I think of a good idea, really. for
Not to
him.
mention with the movie coming out now.
Yeah, I'm
It
too
could
scared
really
to.
ruin everything.
I thought Overwatch. I thought Portal with the companion cube because I love companion cube. But yeah,
You'd be a cute couple one if you had one of the portals on your heart and then the other portal on the other heart, so the blue and orange, I think.
yeah. But when would you be able to show off your wife's chest?
Never, but I would know it was there.
It doesn't do. Yeah, that's why people get tattoos because they know it's there.
Man, how often do you, like, if you not had that situation where you're, like, sitting there and you're like, I don't know, shower, and you're like, everyone's all like, and I'm like, oh, what's going on here? You don't get surprised by your tattoos every once in a while?
Only one, and that's because this one on my right arm is so big that it comes out the top up here, and sometimes I'll see the red and not remember what it was.
Yeah. you get
But I mean, I
surprised.
know where all the other tattoos are.
I mean, I know where they are if I think about them, but, like, every once in a while I get surprised by them.
So is it still just for you?
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
Stephanie,
I'm still trying to think. You just asked me 10 minutes ago.
don't lie. Dottie has an answer. Hi, Dottie.
I can already answer for you.
What's your answer?
Just get the Rainbow Road map
With the mini-map version of it?
right there. Yeah, well, I mean, no, the full thing.
This is what I'm saying.
All the
like,
way around.
All around your whole
All-
body? Dang.
Double across the chest, yes. No, like the little map that they put in the little corner?
Mm.
Yeah. And then you'd be like the best at it. You know what turn's coming. Take a quick glance. Do you actually have an answer, or am I...
No, I don't know. Because I played a lot of. I mean, I don't play a lot of video games now. But,
Don't get Pac-Man.
no. Most of the video games I played were like Sega. So, like Sonic, Aladdin, Echo. I could never fucking figure out how to beat or play.
We're a children's podcast. Keep it clean. If
Well, we're not a children's podcast.
I hope you're
We're
not
kid-friendly.
doing a
If
podcast.
Michael can't say cuss words, you can't say cuss words. That's the rule.
Anyway, Simba, Aladdin,
He's the one that made that rule. I
or
didn't make
Lion
that rule.
King, I guess.
Cleve.
so
Cleve
all
is the
yours
one
are-
that makes me not swear.
So all your tattoos for video games are
Disney?
movie themed.
But then then I played like Crash Bandicoot and Grand Theft Auto and
So see,
Mario.
you said
You
you,
get that
only
tiki
played
mask.
Sega, but those are
No, I
not
said when I was younger.
Sega.
and then I played
You
a lot
could
of
get the
Mario.
Crash Bandicoot tiki mask. Put it right there.
And then I was looking at another one and it's like called Okami. And it had like a paintbrush and I was like, oh man.
Oh, with the little wolf. Yeah, I just really like that game.
So now she's just picking random video games that she doesn't even know. So we're moving on to the next topic.
I know that
Stephanie,
game. I
if you
played it.
Stephanie, if you come up with a game that you actually put thought into,
I know
let us know.
I mean, it must be nice for someone to be like, oh, I know all these games and I respect them, and not like, oh, Guitar Man, that must be for Billy Blowjob.
I just have never, I just never heard of it, man. I'm sorry.
And then you pooped on it. That's
I
cool,
didn't mean
though.
I didn't mean to poop on it.
Friendly.
You're right. That's in fairness.
Best friends forever.
No, and you know what? And if we think about it, in reality, the PlayStation is really good at coming out with titles that other people never have heard of.
Yeah.
Like there are plenty of games I played it with as a kid, and like People don't, like, what is that?
I thought about Katamari too because I really enjoyed that game.
Katamari would be fun. Just a king. Get like a tattoo of the king.
He's
somewhere?
too big. He's a little bitty one. You know what? That'd be great. I want him right here in the little palm of my hand. The little main character. Forgot his name. It's a good game though.
Is there one that's like Little Big Planet?
Yes.
There's a game called Little Big Planet with Sackboy on it.
Softball?
I'm pretty sure his name was
I
Sackboy.
thought it was Sack.
Sackboy. Yeah, it's Sackboy. Because he is a sack.
Yeah, which doesn't sound like a great name.
Anyway.
Don't put a Sack Boy on you. Because then you have to say it's Sack Boy. Worst name decision ever. It's like a bunch of 13-year-olds in there. In the boardroom. What are we going to name the character? Sack Boy. Yep. Random off topic. Did you hear about the passing of the Grumpy Cat?
Well, you just put a damper in my mood. The Grumpy Cat. They did not know that he died.
Mm-hmm.
The original?
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like there's
7
a lot.
years old.
I feel like, in all honesty, there's a lot of cats that look like that.
Yeah.
This one just happened to somehow hit a chord with people and skyrocket, like the Nyan cat.
Because he looked how people felt.
He looks
That
like the
one will never
Ron
die.
Swanson of cats.
Yeah, for sure. I saw Aubrey Plaza posted a picture because she had done a Grumpy Cat movie.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. But she was like, you're my spirit animal, whether you like it or not. But yeah, 7 years old, apparently, passed away.
Aubrey Plaza is, she plays April Ludgate in Parks and Rec.
And other random movies that she decides to pick a role in. She's in Legion, too. The FX show. There's this weird new trailer for the show. I guess it's the last season. And she's dressed like as the Mad Hatter. And she's making just the best face for it. Because she looks like a psychopath.
I watched like the first 2 seasons of Legion. And it got real dark. And I couldn't watch it in front of my kid anymore. So I stopped watching it.
That makes sense. It starts in a crazy house. So, yeah. That makes sense that it only got worse from there. But that is what made me think of... because the first thing that I wanted to mention also, which was I found out that because he was such a big fan of watching the movies in theater with everyone else, that Stanley never got to see Endgame.
It's a bummer.
Yeah, super disappointing that he didn't get to see the end of it. He could have, obviously, but because he was such a guy of the people that he just didn't want to...
You don't think maybe like he crammed it in?
I mean, that's what Kevin Feige said. He never saw it.
Wow.
Yeah. Because he wanted to see it in theaters with everybody
I
else.
almost think it's more disappointing. It's like, at that point, is Stan... Like, at some points, like we've talked about this before, we met him.
Mm-hmm.
We've also been to conventions where we saw him and it was rough.
Mm-hmm.
And you wonder at some point, like, while watching some of them, was he really understanding what was going on? Because, like, I've seen people at that age that just kind of mentally aren't necessarily always there.
Yeah.
So you think that really the Russo brothers are probably the ones that were more devastated about him not seeing it, just because, like, here you are making something for someone that you're like, here, look, you know, we've done this. This is your baby. Look what we've done. And unfortunately, they don't ever get that satisfaction. As weird as it is to make it into that, I guess. But
Well, I've seen different MCU actors say that, you know, they were like, hey, how am I doing? You know, are they good? And he was always like, you were playing it the best I could have ever imagined.
Yeah.
Which has got to be nice for them.
no, absolutely.
But, yeah, I found that out, and it made me a little sad. If we want to continue the sadness, I can.
I guess, man.
We got a new Batman casted.
The horrors are true. We
talked about it before.
Yeah, we talked about it, and we said that this was a rumor, and
We thought, if only.
we unfortunately has been confirmed now that Robert Pattinson will now be the new Batman.
They've announced villains.
Oh, yes, they have announced villains. Who are they gonna
Penguin
be?
and Catwoman.
So we're just trying to redo one of the greatest Batman films of all time.
Here's the problem, is that every time that we redo new characters like this, typically you pick a new villain to bring something different. You know, even with Spider-Man, it was Green Goblin, and then it was Dr. Octopus, and then it was...
I stand corrected. Who was Who was the Batman and Penguin and Catwoman? It was Keaton, right?
Yeah.
Keaton. So then who was in the Joker one?
Keaton.
Keaton was Batman twice?
Yes.
And then Kilmer, and then George Clooney, and then we squashed it for a while. Christian Bale, then Ben Affleck. Now Robert Pattinson. We've
Put it in the ground with Robert Pattinson.
Well, you know, as the big Batman person, I've never been not excited. Even Affleck, I liked the big, brawly, hard hitting Batman. I just feel like he was stuck with poop movies. And he even said the reason he stopped doing it is because I can't do it well, so I'm not going to do it anymore. I feel like he, as a Batman, had he did a solo film, and he got it directed, because we talked about that too, I think it would have been, I mean, in a previous episode, I think it would have been gold. But he wasn't getting his creative freedom, so he left. Fair enough. With this one, nobody thought Michael Keaton was going to be a good Batman. And he brought the changing of the voice to the Batman, and the I'm Batman started there, and I don't know if it's gonna be. It's got to be a younger Batman, right? It can't be like Dark Knight Batman, because Dark Knight Batman is like 60. Maybe year one ish Batman, but I mean, I hate to. I don't know where his acting chops are. I never saw the Twilight movies because I'm not 16 and I'm not a woman. I meant girl, not woman, but you know what I meant. Those movies were made for 16-year-old girls. And Michael, apparently.
I never saw them.
No, Jennifer's seen them, and I make fun of her because...
Katie's watched them.
Yeah.
Not good.
Some people think they're really good, Stephanie.
Kristen Stewart ruins those movies.
The one that cheated on the guy that was actually in the movie for the director? I know that.
I think that's when she was in the Huntsman movie or something.
No idea.
And then the world hated her. It was kind of funny.
Literally no idea.
She's literally the worst actress ever.
Hey, she got paid. More than me.
She's getting that money.
I don't. But other than that, I don't know him for anything. And I think that's where everybody struggles, is that you don't have a tight resume to be Batman. It's the equivalent to me of like your mom called and was like, you need to give him this role. Because that manager had to have gone in there. I can't see him being like, I need this role. Give it to me. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you, if my mom went in and asked for a role, I'd get it.
Dinner role.
No, I meant like a role in. Damn it! It's more because my mom is a negotiator.
Looks like that's the way to put it. I put it that she tries to make people stab themselves until she gets what she wants.
She does. She wants to try to tear mine and Cleve's friendship apart over a board game. So
yep.
Just so she can win.
So, Batman thoughts at all?
I mean, there are better choices. I would have preferred them pick the other kid, Taylor Lautner, Shark Boy.
Shark Boy. You'll never live that down to me. You'll always be Shark Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
hell, you could do Kit Harington, the guy that plays Jon Snow. Kind of like
you could just pick up some guy.
Random.
You know what? I've always felt like, for the most part, it should be the lesser knowns that get these great roles, because that's their chance. You know, it's not like Warner Bros. The MCU are killing it, or the DCEU are killing it. You've given up on a whole world you created.
Well, right, and then you have to ask yourself: so is this Batman a part of the Joaquin Phoenix world? Is he a part of the new Suicide Squad world?
Because then you got this older Joaquin Phoenix, and then
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, this younger Batman. And what's funny is because I feel like the way that they used Batman and Suicide Squad was how they should have been doing these extended worlds. They don't need a big scene. They just pop up, in a scene, out of a scene. Even though they used him like 3 times, which felt like a little bit of the overkill.
More than it should have been.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I can't. I mean, you named a couple people. I can't think of anybody better to put, but
No, I mean, you're not totally wrong that it would be nice to have a no name. But
At that point, yeah. What do you have to lose at that point? You know what? It almost makes me feel like we picked this actor to try to pull in a fan base that we didn't have. You know what I mean?
possibly.
How many scenes is he gonna have with his shirt off?
I don't think that Robert Pattinson's shirt off is like a thing for him. The other one, women like to see his shirt off. This one, he's kind of skinny and pasty, and
He's super pasty.
he'll shimmer in the sunlight.
There is a vampire Batman.
Oh,
You can play that. There's a pop of him coming out soon.
it looks a lot different than what he'll look like.
I can only hope.
If you guys can think of a better Batman out there than Robert Pattinson, which should be every one of you, drop a comment down below and let us know who you think it should be. It's over here, right down there, and here, and there.
So,
James Franco would make a better Batman.
sadly, yes.
Seth Rogen would make a better Batman.
Man, we already have him in the world of the Green Hornet, and he can never leave that. Okay, so
I watched that film the other day, and I still enjoy it. I know a lot of people hated it.
well, it wasn't great.
I don't care, man. I liked it.
So, let me just get ready, because I have a lot of notes for you, but I'm gonna make it all make sense.
Does this need to be its own episode?
No, it's not gonna take long.
Oh God!
Yeah, there's some chaos in this.
You ever seen those films where they walk into someone's room like a roommate, and they have a bunch of pictures of like you and your friends, but you don't hang out with them, so it's obviously giving off axe murder vibes? That's the note that Kleve just bumped.
How should we do this board where everybody can see it?
There's not going to be a. I mean, I guess I can hold it here.
I mean, you don't have to hold it.
You won't get to see this beautiful face for the next.
We can put it
20
between
minutes.
the chairs.
No, man. Here you go.
No, give it back. Give it back. I need you to see it because you don't know about
I
it.
can see it.
Give it to me. Scoot over.
Hold on.
Are you still in the chat?
Oh my God.
Is he still in the chat? I'm still in the chat. Okay. So, Marvel has a.
Sweet Jesus.
I can't tell you for sure, but probably.
Please been thinking about this for way too long.
I have. So Marvel has put out.
Just in case I'm not in the shot. Hey guys.
Michael's right here. Looking pretty. Okay, so Marvel has put out a list of movies that they're going to put out, like for sure.
Yeah, but I feel like they haven't told us what they are. Oh.
We have Far From Home, right? Guardians 3, Eternals.
Could have Beta Ray Bill in it.
That's what I'm excited about too. Black Widow.
They're gonna have an Eternals?
Uh-huh.
Man, where have I been?
Shang-Chi. Black Panther 2.
I've not heard this Shang-Chi thing yet.
Right. And Strange 2.
Oh, God, Strange. I was like, what's Strange 1?
Okay, so they've also given us dates. So Far From Home, we already know, is 7/15, right?
That's what that says, guys.
Yes. They've given us 5/1/20, 11/6/20, 2/12/21, 11/5/21, 2/18. That's an 18. 22, 5/6/22, 7/29/22. Right? So,
You give me one more date than movie.
right.
Okay.
This is all they've announced.
Okay.
So this is all we have to work with. There should actually be 2 extra. 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8. Did I miss one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I did. 5, 7, 21. My bad. All right. So, Eternals, we said it was going to come out in 2020, right? So we know it's going to be one of those two. I feel like Black Widow, first movie she was out in, was Iron Man 2. That was 5/7/2010, right? Oh, look at that. 5/7 right there, right? Black Panther, everybody's really pumped about. It's going to come early, right? That makes Eternals go here.
No Guardians?
No, because I feel like we're still figuring things out with Guardians and James Gunn and all that stuff. That one I feel like it's going to be a bit later than earlier. We're looking at 22, right? Strange came out in October of 2016. The ones that aren't as big, I feel like they put earlier and later. They're never the summer blockbusters. I feel like we're going there. Black Panther. I feel like, yeah, I already said Black Panther. And Chi, to introduce a newer character so late, we're going late in the year. Kind of like Doctor Strange. You don't really know him. I'm going to push through the end of the year. You can see him, you see him, you don't, right? That leaves 2 dates. 2/18, 7/29, right? So, before Far From Home comes out, we have... Where'd the eraser go?
It's on the windowsill.
So far. Thank you, Stephanie, our lovely assistant. So, 22 films, right, of the Marvel Universe before this point, right?
You guys are literally witnessing a man's mind unraveling right now.
Right? 4, right there. We have 4 times that the Infinity Stones were used and snapped their fingers, right? This date right here, 7/29/22. 2 plus 2 again, 4. Do you know what 29 divided by 7 is? Anybody? Off the top of your head?
4.
Anybody? No.
No, it's 4.1.
It is... I need more room. Pick it up one.
28 would be 4.
Right. So we have 4.1428571427143143. 4. Michael. 2/7/22.
That's it 4.
Fantastic 4. If you think about it too,
Guys, we can't make this up right now. We're slowly slipping his mind.
we
If
just
you guys
lost
want to put in an application to be a co-host of this show,
we just lost Thanos in 2019, right? Mm-hmm. It took Thanos 4 years of the MCU to become even seen because he didn't show up until the end of Avengers. Just enough time to establish Doctor Doom as the new big bad MCU.
not Galactus. You don't think we're a big scale at this point?
Not as big as Doom is. Because Doom is another intelligent villain. But I know what you're thinking. Yeah, you stick with me. What about 2/18/22?
Yeah, no. What about 2/8? What about 2/8/22, guys?
You see it there? All right.
2/18/22. Sorry.
I'll clear some space because you need to see some work.
If you ask me to divide a number that doesn't wholly go into a number again, though, we're done.
Why,
We
man?
can't be friends anymore.
I thought you're better at math than I am.
It's a racist stereotype.
All right.
Just because I'm Asian doesn't mean I'm good at math.
Okay. 2/18/22. Right. I did a little research.
2 plus 2 is still 4?
I don't like that. It is, but we're done with that. You got to stay with me, man.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's not going to work. All right.
I'm adding all those up together right now, and I'm seeing 20...
There's nothing there. I've tried it.
44.
1893. You know what happened that day?
1893.
Yes. Anybody?
Captain America
Anybody?
was born.
Cyrannus Clinton Hastings, first Chief Justice of California.
That's gonna mean absolutely nothing.
Oh, this is where it's going to get tricky, so stay with me. So I looked up, you guys can't see it because it's written in pencil, every MCU actor and what state they were from.
Oh, is this when you figure out that Hawkeye wasn't from?
Hawkeye?
It's true. We found out that Hawkeye is not from Sacramento. He's actually from Modesto. But we just claim him in Sacramento because nobody likes Modesto.
Jeremy Renner, Brie Larson, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Vin Diesel.
Does Vin Diesel count?
All from California, right? I feel like Rescue, the way we're going to use her, is more of mentorish, like she was in the comics, like Tony Stark was in the Spider-Man movie. So, not here. Hawkeye got his own show. Groot with the Guardians. He's already got a movie coming out. That leaves one person left. Right? Stay with me. Don't lose it. Stay with me. All right? So, 2022 minus 1893. You know what that is, Michael? Don't worry about it. It's 129.
Hey, that's the store number of the Best Buy I worked at.
Perfect. Exactly.
Does that work into this?
Exactly. If you think about it, 29, boom, we're back to the Fantastic Four, right? Also, 29, currently Brie Larson's age. All right? So we got Captain Marvel plus 1. Now, Michael, who's been in one more movie than Captain Marvel? You need help? I can connect the dots for you.
Yeah,
I've been here all day.
I need help. There's been in more movies?
Yes.
Just one more?
One
It's
more.
only been in 2 movies.
Guys, send help now. Please send help. He's drawing me right now. You guys didn't know, but I'm actually going to be the next Marvel movie. They've been in the exact same amount of movies.
Wrong.
For the listeners at
Guardians
home,
1.
what does please
He's only in Guardians 1.
raise the
Guardians
board
1,
say?
Guardians 2, and
Does he actually show up? I don't think he shows
yes.
up in Guardians.
He has a line. Guardians 1, Guardians 2, Endgame, Howard the Duck, 2/18/22.
Howard the Duck plus Captain Marvel, or you're saying Howard the Duck?
Well, that's how you get there, Michael. You got.
I thought maybe they're going to be together.
I've already erased the work. You got to stay with me.
What about...
Captain Marvel plus 1?
But have you gotten to figure out where Cosmo the Dog plays into this?
He's gonna be in the Howard the Duck movie.
Thank God. Will we see Rocket?
Possibly. I don't know. He's got a lot going on, and it's really close, so it's possible, but not for sure.
Alright. For the record, Cleve's not been wrong a lot. So, if this happens, Marvel, you have to send us to the red carpet premiere.
Also, I feel like
I
even
feel
if he makes a cameo, I've won.
No. The win is if there's an actual Howard the Duck movie. Literally, Howard the Duck has to have his own film.
I mean, I'm more than okay with hearing any of your suggestions.
No. I'm just saying. But I need everybody to understand in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that if Kleve has somehow cracked some weird ass code,
It's not really hard
And
to follow
Howard-
as long as you stay with me.
Howard the Duck is going to be the film of 2022. Which is weird to think that that's even a thing, by the way.
The fact that they're coming out with a movie in 2022?
Yeah. Cleve's still doing numbers over there,
I
and
am.
I'm so concerned.
I don't understand where your brain came up with this.
It's not hard, Stephanie. You just gotta stay with me.
You use
Well, I don't think Doctor
age.
Strange could have stayed with you just now.
I've checked the math 3 times.
I don't think Doctor Strange could have stayed with you.
I wrote how much. I wrote it out. I don't know how much more you need.
I'm just trying to figure out how you connected those dots, man.
I wrote it out.
No, I saw. Do you need a hug, man?
The first Chief Justice of California was in the same date.
129 years prior.
Yes. You don't think Marvel plans like that? I'm telling you, man. You think Captain Marvel came out on Women's Independence Day on accident?
No. No.
Justice of California. Chief Justice of
Bada
California.
bing, bada
You
boom.
know, that's also my birthday.
I do.
You guys heard it here first. Stephanie's birthday. International Women's Day. Also, my wedding anniversary.
Yeah, because you're a jerk.
Well, you know. Jerk, or
I hope all that got caught in the camera.
they're just picking a good day.
I put a lot of effort in that. I hope it all got caught in the camera.
I think they did, man. And if not, it's in everybody's heart, for sure.
Yeah. I can write it back out.
No, I don't think we ever
Take
need to see I don't think we ever need to see it again,
If you need
man.
to take pictures of the page, I can.
I need a drink. Remember when I said I was against alcohol? Not anymore.
Stephanie, do you remember a time where Michael used to support me?
Every day, man. I just called MCU out. I said, Disney, if we're right, if Kleve is right, we better be on that red carpet.
I can see it. We've been laying the groundwork for it.
We
There's no reason for him to be in that war.
You're right. There's no reason for him to be in the Ravagers.
And Brie Larson's
with
been
the
real
Ravagers.
uppity, and Howard the Duck has more movies than her.
He's gonna get another. He's gonna get a standalone.
I can't believe you
now.
don't remember him in
I remember him in one of the two. I didn't. I thought he was only in one.
What
I thought
scene do you remember?
I thought Cosmo was in because I thought they were both after credit scenes, and I thought Cosmo was in one and Howard the Duck was in the other.
So the first one was at the end of the credits with Cosmo. The Guardians 2, he was sitting at a table with some girl. And it was like when the Ravagers were arguing with Yondu in that same scene, it kind of panned over and he was this, more or less, it's a line of like, once you go black, you never go back, but duck.
Oh, okay.
But
Once you go quack, you never go back.
maybe, something like that.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first, guys.
You don't give an F if you had duck or something like that?
It's not a real F if it's not with a duck. So, yeah, okay. Anyways, guys.
Tagline for the movie. I'll write it. I lost the marker. But yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah.
We can end it right here.
If you guys, yeah, no, absolutely. If you guys have any suggestions or thoughts on whatever it was that Kleve just did,
Till the future.
please let us know. You can always reach us at our email address, which, as we've said before, is friendship.supreme@gmail.com.
We have bunches of social medias. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. That is all Friendship Supreme, except for Twitter.
Because all eyes should be on these guys.
That means that it has no eyes in Friendship Supreme.
Yeah.
I guess it's friendship, huh?
Oh, because I didn't say no with no eyes.
Yeah.
It's Friendship Supreme with no eyes, guys. You can also find our Patreon at patreon.com/Friendship Supreme.
Yes.
You'll see all the cool tiers that we now have.
Yeah, support us.
Support us in all that we do.
I think there's a tier for 150. I give a back rub.
It's not, but I will put it in there. $150.
I'll stand
Back
by
rub
it.
from Kleve. I think we should put in like a big tier, like $1,000, and we'll come have lunch with you every month. Like once a month, we'll just come have lunch. It'll be on us.
$1,000. We'll take a vacation and stay there.
We'll actually film an episode from your house. You provide snacks though.
Refreshments.
But if you guys have any suggestions or anything, also feel free to drop a comment down below. Down there. Down there. Down there. Also, please make sure to hit like and subscribe. And if you subscribe, make sure to click on the little bell, because that's how you know we have a new episode. And we produce new episodes every Wednesday. Wednesday, yeah. We've not been not on a Wednesday, and sometimes we give you others. So make sure to check us out. I've been Michael.
I'm Kleve, and Excelsior.